The Craft for the People project is a 3-year-long project funded by the National Lottery Heritage Fund. It's all about making the Crafts Council collection available to a wider range of people. We began collecting works into the Crafts Council primary collection in 1972. The collection covers all of the main categories of craft: bookbinding, furniture making, metalwork, jewellery, textiles. And a third of the collection is ceramics. Ceramics is really our kind of proudest jewel in the crown that we have. Alongside its primary collection, which has got extremely high standards of care, we keep a handling collection, which is in a way the opposite of the primary collection. So it's the collection where people are allowed to touch and feel and learn about the objects that we hold. Thanks to the funding from the National Lottery, we've managed to rehouse the entire collection into these plexiglass-fronted cabinets. So for the first time, you can see the whole collection in one place, and people can come in and browse, they can come in and see and have these relationships with the objects for the first time.
The Young Craft Citizen is Crafts Council's Young People's programme, so it's been running for 7 years, and it's continued to develop young people's creative, professional and leadership skills through lots of different events, networking opportunities and workshop, and lots of other bits too. The Heritage Lottery funded project Craft for the People is providing 6 placements for young people over the next 3 years. So Mel and Sabrina are the first of these 2 placements.
My name is Mel, I'm a Young Craft Citizen. I'm here for 6 months doing a placement as part of Craft for the People. Me and Sabrina have been working on the Open Storage project, which is the first phase of the Craft for the People project. This object is a wax talc bottle made by Karen Hartley in 2009. It's a greenish wax bottle with a stopper in the top, and it's filled with talcum powder. It's very tactile. I like the way that it feels. It's from the Object Translation series, where the maker was exploring how, by changing the material an object is made of, it kind of changes the meaning of the object. While this would normally be made out of glass, it's modelled after a glass decanter. She's made it in wax and filled it with a powder rather than a liquid. So it kind of, I guess, asks the viewer to reimagine their notions of what this object is.
I'm Sabrina, and I'm a Young Craft Citizen currently working on the Open Storage project. I feel like I've learned so much, especially in terms of collection management. We have gained access to this amazing collection of work. There was one particularly stand out for me. It's the work by Mariah Malizzi, and it's called Divider from the Ballet to Remember series. This piece, as you can see, it's actually a compass with a silver ballet pendant attached to it. I've always liked the idea of bringing new life to old and used objects and try to reinterpret the old and the new things. It speaks to us as humans, we're never perfect, and we are just combinations of our previous selves and our future selves. So I really like the idea that it kind of represents in an object.
When you look at an object, you kind of start to understand how it's made. But when you can feel an object, you really get a lot more information. And so I'm really excited that people will be able to come and get our handling collection out and feel things, smell things, touch things, and try and work out how they work for themselves. I think people often undervalue craft. They think of it as just something that kids do at school. They do arts and crafts, but I think the Crafts Council really solidifies the fact that craft is important and craft does have value. Even in a contemporary world, I think craft is really special, and the Crafts Council really makes sure that everyone understands that.